Hi, it's me, the autistic Gen X software dev with anxiety and depression. Some call me Tim. And today, I wanted to talk to you guys about tradition. We have a lot of tradition in my family, and I think all of it was born out of practicality, but my children don't realize that. To them, it's like, well, we just do this. It's tradition, um, which is funny. I don't know when the tradition thing started, but it's after a while, it's like if we do something as a family one time, it's tradition. And I thought, that's weird. My kids must be weird. But then on Halloween one time with my buddies at movie night, in the home theater and all that, we watched Trick or Treat. And then the next Halloween, my buddy said, "Oh, we have to watch Trick or Treat this year. It's tradition." And I didn't say anything about tradition. And it's just like, okay, I guess that's, it's tradition. Why did this happen? I don't know. Let me give you an example. When the kid, Christmas is coming up. For our kids, Christmas is about presents. It's about Nintendo games. It's about Game Boy, Pokemon. That's what it's about. It's not about anything religious and that. It's just the fun holiday where the magical bearded dude in the sky comes down and gives you gifts. Um, and so, as a children would vibrate like the day before Christmas, and I had the same thing when I was a kid. I would vibrate and just could not sleep. It was like I had drank 5 Red Bulls, and then um, it just, and it was horrible. It was like the worst night of my life, Christmas Eve, waiting for Christmas because I was just so excited. And I saw it happening to my kids. I'm like, I don't want this to happen to them. We got to figure out something to do. And we're actually overseas in Europe at this time. And so my wife said, well, what we did as a kid was Dad put us in the car and then drove us around until we were ready to die, right? And it's like, we can't really do that here. Look at Christmas lights. It's just not the same, Well, we got to come up with something. And so this was before Harry Potter, before a Harry Potter came out like every Christmas, right? We hadn't even, it would have been obvious to just go to the movies on Christmas Eve then, but we started doing it way before there were actual like good movies to see on Christmas. It was just like, can we just like find something to take the mind off of it? Damn freaking ear. So yeah, it's like, let's go see a movie. We're just gonna go and and we went to the movie on Christmas Eve, and it was completely empty. So it was one of the best movie experiences I've ever had. It was like at 11. We went like 11 on Christmas Eve day, right? And there was nobody there. And we sat and watched the movie. It was like a kid's movie. I don't know. We just picked something that was like a family friendly film. And then afterwards, we went out to dinner or brunch. Not brunch, dinner. Yeah, it was like 2:30. We went out and got food. And then went home. The kids took a shower, and then they had to get jammies every year because we sent pictures to Grandma one time, and the kids were like in their underwear because it's Christmas morning, and she's like, "Why are all my grandchildren naked?" Old people, they do that. They're old people are zombies. Old people. So, I'm having a lot of fun with this. Um, See, I lost my train of thought. I made myself laugh, and now I don't remember what I was talking about. I know it's something to do with Christmas. Jammies, yeah. So they would always open up a pair of pajamas, Christmas themed or whatever, on Christmas Eve, and then they would go take showers and get all clean, and then put the pajamas, their new jammies on, so that in the morning They weren't naked. Okay. So all of this like stuff that we did, it like I said, let's go to a movie. Well, it was just to keep you from vibrating, right? And afterwards, we're all hungry. Let's go get some food. Okay. Come home. Well, we always open up pajamas. Yeah, but because grandma doesn't want pictures of you guys in your underwear. None of this is tradition. This isn't stuff that we did as children or anything. It's just sort of what we did that one year. And then next year, she's like, so we have to go to the movies today, right, Daddy? It's tradition. Like, it is? Like, I don't remember making this decision at all, but okay, I guess it's tradition. And so then it did become tradition, so much to the point that when the kids are now like teenagers driving 16, 17, it's like, what movie are we going to see this year? Where are we going to go eat? It's tradition. Like they don't, and trying to realize like why we do the things that we do. We did have that conversation with them later. Like, you know why we do this, right? And it's like, well, because everyone that no, like explain the pajama thing. Like there's a practical reason we did this. We would give you a gift to open the night before. You could open one gift because they were vibrating. And it ended up now it's 2 gifts. So now look, here's the thing. All right. They're in their 30s and they still expect pajamas the night before Christmas. Last year, we trolled everybody. We bought everybody matching pajamas. So when everybody started showing up, they're realizing, wait a minute, everybody's dressed the same. It made for some great Christmas photos. Like we're all like on a team or we're like team present. I don't know. But it was very funny. So I tell you all this to tell you another story. No, you know what? I'm not going to tell you Orange and Water. I have to save that for another time. What I was going to tell you about, I guess we can save to another video because, man, we're already at 7.5 minutes. I think I rambled on enough for this that like we can call it. But I did make a decision. So, in case you're worried about me, that today I find my life's purpose. So I'm going to do that. So it should be fun. Like probably an hour, I figure. I got it done. And I just have to do that. What could go wrong? So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all the things for the algorithm. And until next time, peace.